and we welcome you live to E.F.W. Destruction, right back at our spiritual home in the compound. I'm Max Radix, alongside my broadcast partner, the illustrious NEW World Heavyweight Champion Erwin. And what a night it should be, what a main event for E.F.W. Destruction, Erwin.
Oh yeah, I mean, what a night, what a card we've already got in store leading up to that main event, the women's title on the line tonight.
A three-way dance for the Women's Heavyweight Championship of the World, Riley Patterson being forced to defend against both Elizabeth Dondelinger and Super Tornado right here tonight. But we're going to kick things off with the EFW World Heavyweight Champion in a non-title matchup against one of the longest serving members of the EFW locker room, Memphis' own, the Dog, here tonight.
Yeah, the Dog is an incredible wrestler, but it's going to be a tough competition against Haku Ross here tonight, a dominant champion in his run so far. It's going to be interesting to see how this match pans out. Two very different styles.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Haku is certainly more smash mouth, more power style. The Dog more of a technician, but been around the block once or twice here in EFW already as the Dog. It's somewhat interesting that this isn't for the title. This is just a one-on-one. It's non-title. But what happens if the Dog beats Haku Ross here tonight, Erwin?
Well,
I think that's a question you have to ask yourselves.
Surely he's a bit deserving of a title shot if he managed to beat the champion in the opening match here tonight.
Well, only time will tell. Can the Dog pull up an upset tonight against the well-travelled Haku Ross? Of course, the Dog now coming to the ring alone. Kobayashi, his tag team partner, now back on the NEW roster. So no support for the Dog here tonight. 6'3", 220. That oddball team will have to go on hiatus until the Dog gets to NEW, Erwin.
Well, yeah, essentially so. Now Kobayashi finally getting back on the main roster. V finds himself here tonight, but with another huge opportunity.
You have to ask yourself, you know, when will the Dog get to the NEW roster? One of the longest tenured performers here in EFW. Some of the fans are starting to question whether he will ever make the jump to the big leagues.
Arguably deserving of it, but we've seen Adrian Goldman tends to like his move-overs as former champions. Dog gets pick of any gold here.
Yeah, becoming a bit of a nearly man in EFW. From nearly man to immediate man.
Coming out in force here.
Yeah, the EOD. Dallas Rage and Ray Sullivan are accompanying the champion Haku Ross, who at 6'5" and 350 pounds, originally from Haiti. Proud member of the EOD, of course, does not need the help. That I can promise you.
Of course, Dallas Rage and Ray Sullivan also in action later on tonight.
Yeah, tag team action for Rage and Sullivan later on. Clearly keeping an eye on Haku. No, they know that championship, that EFW World Championship, is the key to the EOD's influence and success here in EFW. Are these the power players? Are these the men to worry about?
They do seem to have quickly turned themselves around since Haku Ross won that championship and Dallas Rage joined in the rankings.
Here we go.
The Dog starting strong, quickly caught by Haku Ross.
Well, it's interesting to note, Erwin, that even Haku Ross has gone for this unified look of the EOD.
Yeah, we haven't seen that until very recently, since the championship run, really.
Big elbows to the head by Haku.
Showing that unification between the three.
Yeah, same trunks, same boots. They train together, they fight together.
Dog in trouble here. The offense was clearly going in Haku Ross's direction.
The Dog trying to fight back with a right hand of his own, got a big elbow through his trouble. Kick to the gut and a planning DDT by Haku Ross. Jawbreaker by the Dog, who won't go down without a fight. Oh, big European uppercut.
Oh, got Ross off with that one as he
rolls out the ring,
outside,
but falls right into the hands of his partners there, Rage and Sullivan. The dog showing no fear, getting right in the face of the EOD, right and left after that botched insecurity. Oh, big chop across the chest, and again, just hacking away at the champion here, one shot at a time. Nothing fancy from the dog there.
Ross quickly going for a headlock to try and stop the offense. Trying to get the dog back to the ring, but again he's fighting free.
Well, you don't want to drive a Ferrari on a dirt track. That's essentially what's happening to Haku Ross right now. Russian leg sweep on the outside.
Counter 7, Bob Turner trying to get these men back in the ring. Finally,
yeah,
goes
I don't imagine either man would be happy. Either man would be happy with a count out, Irwin.
Well, no, we've had enough of those for this week.
Yes, I read your comments about the count-out conundrums earlier this week in NW. Adrian Goldman addressed them in violent fashion. What big drop kick there by the dog, running Haku right off the ropes. Goes for a pin here, Turner's down, not even a one.
Have we even seen a normal tag team since? Tag team match, should I say?
That's a good question, good point, I don't think we have.
Dog on the attack here, managing to get the better of Haku Ross.
Big elbow, huge elbow there by the dog. Tremendous hang time, double axe handle off the ropes, right into the sternum of Haku.
Surfboard knee breaker.
Yeah, the dog slowing down this pace. Snap me a takedown. Goes for a headlock again. The mat technician there, you see it. Playing to his strengths here.
Ross with one of his own as he breaks free. Trying to remain quick. I think that drop kick was just pushed away by Haku Ross. Spinebuster.
My God, what a spinebuster. Shades of Double A. With that hellish spinebuster.
With his hand
raises his hand. And yes, surely chokeslam. Chokeslam by Haku Ross. There it is. What hang time.
That's gotta be it.
Haku got all of that. Turner's down. Surely. Enough. No. Not enough, it seems, to put the dog down.
The dog's resilience unquestionable here. As once again he digs down deep. Almost a shade of frustration there by Haku Ross, who can't quite believe that the dog is still standing and in this one. Not sure how wise that gloating is. Headlock. Very unwise in the situation. Tries to go for a hurricane. Oh! Well, went for a hurricane. Round the Haku. Stopped him in mid-air. Sit out. Powerbomb by the champion. Big need to follow up. Tremendous strength by Haku Ross. That could be the last mistake the dog makes in this match. Some drop. God, everything Haku Ross does hurts. Yeah, flinch. And everything he does. Ross with another spine buster. Sidewalk slam. That backbreaker. Right, dog rolls out the way. Trying to get away from the big hands of Haku Ross, who's keeping right back on top of the Memphis veteran. Snap me a takedown. Goes right back to that head. Big elbow. Right across the skull, and again raises that arm. And if one chokeslam wasn't enough, two sure as hell will do it. Oh, heartbreaker counter by the dog. What a counter by the dog. Took Haku Ross, I know it's completely by surprise, but needs to capitalise. Really does. This is the right hand. Oh, left hand by Haku, big chop. Right on the ropes. Dog is reeling here. In big trouble once more. Those forearm smashes right to the spine of the dog. Another spine buster, the third spine buster of the night. Oh,
European uppercut by the dog.
Oh,
Jawbreaker. Oh, codebreaker, yeah, excuse me. Shades of Chris Jericho there. By the man from Memphis. Marriott. And again. In the corner. Oh! It's a bit of hang time on that one. Runs her up. What a flurry. Haku misses with a clothesline of his own. The dog didn't. What a nip up. What energy.
He's just found his second win, but Haku Ross trying to cut it off here.
Sidesteps a drop kick. Haku connects with a choke slam. Didn't miss that one. What an ungodly choke slam by Haku Ross. It's took a lot out of the champion.
Yeah, look at the time it's taking him here to recover before going for a pin. That could be crucial if the dog's got anything left. It's now or never.
2, 3, had to hook the leg, but it was enough. What a victory. What a hard-fought victory for Haku Ross. The dog threw everything in the kitchen sink at the champion, but it wasn't enough. It took 3 spine busters and 2 choke slams to take down the dog here tonight, Erwin. What a fight he put up.
Yeah, just couldn't capitalise when he needed to the most. The dog put up one hell of a fight here. Put the champion through his paces, but in the end, Haku Ross remains victorious.
You see Dallas Rage and Ray Sullivan celebrating with the E.F.W World Champion EOD, making the first of what they hope will be one of two statements here tonight. They stand victorious in the middle of the ring. The EOD successful again. What a run these men have been on as of late.
Yeah, they are making waves with this newfound success in E.F.W. Speaking of newfound success, these two didn't have it last night, but they have been on an incredible run nonetheless.
Yeah, Vampira and Fracture, 2 relative newcomers here to E.F.W, are going to have a chance to display their talents here tonight in what should be, well, an extreme matchup to say the least. It's going to be a tables match between Vampira and Fracture, which is quite a way to welcome you to singles action here in E.F.W, Erwin. Yeah,
they teamed up in a steel cage match against Laura Lopez and Selena Figueroa last night. Lopez and Figueroa succeeding in escaping the cage when it looked like Vampira and Fracture had it won.
Well, I thought Vampira and Fracture, they'd be a natural team. They've got similar backgrounds, similar personalities. I think there is some mutual respect between the two ladies who came into the E.F.W pretty much at the exact same time. But it's a ruthless business, and only one woman can survive a table match.
Yeah, and only one woman can hold that belt, which these women all seek to gain.
Well, Dracula meets Mary Poppins. It's Vampira. 5'8", 150 pounds, originally from Prague in the Czech Republic, now resides in Liverpool. Like a lot of the talent from the E.F.W development territory. But Vampira, a 6-year veteran on the European circuit, been round the block once or twice, knows what she's about. Very unique offense and style, as you can see here. Not afraid to play a few mind games as Vampira.
Yeah, a bit of an enigma here in E.F.W. Showing great skill in the ring in the matches she has been in, but not picking up many victories so far.
Well, she has a unique offense, a unique style, and it's something that she's been doing for many years, Erwin. It's not something that she's going to change. Vampira will double down on the unorthodox and eventually hope that it will pay dividend here in E.F.W. But Adrian Goldman is many things. A patient man is not one of them. Vampira needs to start picking up victories and doing it fast.
And here comes that explosive entrance once more from Fracture.
Well, the rebel, the outlaw Fracture, 5'6", 138 pounds, from Albania originally. Another European circuit veteran here. Fracture and Vampira have faced each other before in different divisions. Their first outing against each other in E.F.W, and it's a tables matchup. What is it? And letting these rookies loose with tables there with.
Well,
First ball, now this.
Yeah.
Oh, hell. What you call an entrance.
Yeah, Fracture liking to make her presence known.
Well, it's 1-on-1. The only way to win is to put their opponent through a table. And here we go. Fracture with a hard right hand being blocked there. Vampire, what a sweep of the leg there.
Beautifully done. Went for a hurricane run. I got a powerbomb instead though.
Yeah, tremendous powerful counter there by Fracture, utilising that speed.
Yeah, quick thinking there from Fracture, but quick thinking from Vampire as well.
Yeah, went right to the suplex to capitalise, which was countered quickly.
Airplane spin.
Oh, you don't see that every day. Vampire picking out something from the old school there. Kick to the head, right in the face. Nothing fancy about that. Runs those ropes. Oh, misses with the Insiguri. Oh, the spinning wheelhouse. Oh, didn't miss the scoop slam though. Head scissors. And those big elbows right to the skull of Fracture, who might have a fracture or two after this one if that kind of attack carries on. Middle rope goes Vampire. The bat's gonna fly.
Fracture to her feet.
Big drop kick.
Vampire are in control here now. Hammerlock suplex. Oh, and just ramming the face into the canvas.
Right, head first, right into the canvas. Vampire not messing about at all in this matchup. Fracture, exuberant entrance and all, needs to find her footing in this match quickly.
Stuck on the ropes. Of course, this only ends when someone goes to the table.
Hang them out to dry there over the top. Oh, big knees right to the head of Fracture. My God. Absolutely no quarter shown by Vampire. Of course, this is Extreme Rules. It being a table matchup, so anything goes, ladies and gentlemen. This all completely legal.
Fracture again trying to turn things around. But
gut wrench suplex. Beautiful counter by Fracture. Excuse me, by Vampire.
Fracture being thrown back in the ring. I think Vampire is planning on introducing a table here, making her way around to one of two that are already set up outside the ring for this match.
Well, the first signs of that table, and it's gone to Vampire, who has started to dominate this one.
Really
Fracture has had no answer from the lady from the Czech Republic. Oh, what a knee! What a knee right to the face of Fracture. That'll do it.
Using this opportunity to set up the table.
Well, she's got the time, let's be honest. She could have knocked Fracture out with that knee to the face.
Whipped into that table.
Oh, knife hand chop right across the chest of Fracture, weakening that table simultaneously in the corner. Oh, what a DDT. What a DDT. Flying knee right across the head. And this one could be over already. Oh no!
Countered the Hurricane Rana again. Just as I was about to say this, is becoming so one-sided.
Yeah, Fracture clearly had some kind of resilience left, countered with that power bomb, but Vampire
kicked to the
right
face.
back on the rookie. Oh, wait a minute! Caught in mid-air. Tremendous counter by Vampire.
Just keeps answering to Fracture's call every time here.
Yeah, Fracture keep trying to respond with explosive speed, which is somewhat a hallmark of Fracture. It's been well scouted tonight.
Handstand Hurricane Rana.
By that Vampire, what a stand Hurricane Rana.
Pulling the table out of the corner now. Has other plans for it. Gets set up in the middle, well, relatively in the middle of the ring.
Well, the Winged Avenger is in full control of this one. Oh, wait a minute, Fracture.
Big elbow,
just like that! Oh my God, what a What a shock right there on the canvas. Vampira teetered, and a big shoulder barge by Fracture knocked Vampira through the other table that was set up for this match. Vampira, who had completely and utterly, look at that final shot there, you see it through the table. Vampira, who had completely dominated this matchup, has been beaten from nowhere by the speed of Fracture here tonight.
One whip sending her over that top rope, and as she held on, Fracture put her own body on the line, ramming it into the gut of Vampira, who fell through the table on the outside. Fracture picking up a big victory here despite being beaten down throughout that match.
What a shocking way to end that table match. Vampira looked like she had it won, and Fracture from nowhere just knocking her opponent off the apron, sending her flying through that already set up table. What a big win for Fracture.
Whether that was a plan or just desperation, who knows, but it worked and got her the victory.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how she got the victory, Erwin. The history books will show a win for Fracture here tonight. We have to move on into our third match, and of course it's the E.F.W staple. It's the Rage in the Cage, and tonight it's going to be a relative expert in cage matches so far in his E.F.W career. Kamau versus V, recently demoted from NEW, and of course this is for the #1 contendership for Scott Burns' European Championship. Could be a big matchup, Erwin.
And he's defended that title phenomenally as well, beating Gene Taylor. And of course last night defending it successfully against Alice Rage.
The second time that Burns has defended that title in the 30-day period. It's a quarter for the European Championship, so the hunt for the #1 contender begins again, and it's a former champion, Kamau, who's getting another opportunity here to face Burns for that title. 5'11", 236 pounds from Kenya, the former European champion in his own right, lost the title to Scott Burns and has become obsessed with winning it back here. Kamau, who's still a relative newcomer here in E.F.W, has had a tremendous start to his career, Erwin.
Oh yeah, shocked us all with his early matches, but now he's beginning to settle in here. He finds himself against an NEW veteran that has recently been demoted, as you say. He has been on fire since getting into E.F.W, is not happy about where he is, wants to get back with his tag team partner over on NEW.
Well, I know one of the reasons why he was demoted to E.F.W was in the hope that Adrian Goldman would get a response, get a reaction from V, and that looks like exactly what he has from the man from the militia. Absolutely, it worked with Kobayashi, and I think Adrian Goldman trying to do the same thing again for a man who's always been expected to do great things but has never quite broken through the glass ceiling. V, unquestionably the veteran in this match, 5'10", 239 pounds from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, still a proud member of the militia, has made that very, very clear. Yet to hold a title in NEW or E.F.W, although he has just come to the new development territory. V looks at this as a demotion, and it's hard to argue with him on that point. But if he continues this hot streak, it won't be long until that is recognised by Goldman and he finds himself back in NEW. Kobayashi really is a man he would like to emulate. But we've seen it gone the other way as well, Erwin.
I was just about to say, Jerry Buckley still yet to find his success in that ring. He, as I said though, has been on fire in his matches since coming into E.F.W, with that anger fueling him here. The steel cage lowers into place.
The former sailor Kamau goes against V here tonight. Steel cage, bit of a speciality of Kamau so far. Good start by V. 10 headshots right to that top turnbuckle in the corner. Punch to the gut there by Kamau. Goes for a belly-to-belly, blocked by V, well scouted there by the veteran. Oh, Northern Light suplex, beautifully executed. In the corner. Runs those ropes. Oh my god, what a kick right to the head.
Beautiful scissor kick there from V. But Kamau, with that strength.
Off. Two hard left hands by Kamau, knocking V right to the canvas.
See, as he was picked up, still wincing in pain.
Oh my lord, what a big boot. And just like that, Erwin, Kamau has turned this around.
This is what we meant when he was a shocker. Never expected Kamau.
Oh, V with those
anything.
fast feet though, counters.
Quite so phenomenal.
Sent on splash by the veteran, the man from the militia knows he's going to have to hit hard and quick against a monster like Kamau. Climbs that cage, trying to utilise that speed, Erwin.
I think he realised he couldn't play a strength game against Kamau, who is catching up to V on the side of that steel cage.
For a guy his size, Kamau is not slow either. I mean, he is a stacked 236, just under 6 foot. He's a big guy. Oh, rib breaker by V.
Breaks free, does Kamau with an uppercut.
Now you wouldn't say just by looking at these guys that V is 3 pounds heavier than Kamau.
Well, no, I mean you
wouldn't say that.
You often forget the actual size of V, because he tends to face people like Vega that just make him look small, whereas these two are very, very similar in size and weight.
V now try to climb that steel cage again, try to utilise perhaps that speed advantage. Kamau, however, back on the cage and trying to drag V off it. He does again. V hits that canvas hard the second time. Club to the back of the neck. Pulls her up by the head, nothing fancy about that one.
Oh, V countered.
Inverted DDT countered by V.
But
oh,
again,
what an uppercut.
A huge uppercut.
Hit toss.
He just grabbed him by the head that time.
Smash mouth style.
Yeah, it's standing
in this match.
Here. Kamau looking to escape after that onslaught onto V.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned beat down to V. Will that be enough to keep him on the mat? Enough for Kamau to escape the cage. Right at the top of the cage here.
Oh,
V's going to have to be quick. I think he's got his leg. He has. V's got Kamau's leg. They're right on top of that steel cage. My no! Oh! What a backdrop by V onto Kamau from the top of the steel.
Now going for a single leg camel clutch.
Going right for the submission on the already injured head of Kamau. Kamau rolls out of it. Tremendous power by the man from Kenya. Runs into the corner. Again. Misses with the left hand. V. Hard forearm smash.
Oh, Taz him set up.
Needs this to connect.
Death Valley driver right in the middle of the ring.
Tremendous Death Valley driver.
Look at that. Look at Kamau. Just crawling.
I think that the pain spike just dragging Kamau back in sheer instinct alone, started dragging himself back to his feet, taking V completely by surprise. He was already halfway up the steel himself. Now Kamau gonna try and climb his way to victory, to the #1 contendership for the European Championship. V still not back to his feet, clearly got the wind knocked out of him.
Oh,
finally there, too late. Kamau's done it. Kamau looking into the eyes as V as he drops to the floor, and Kamau is the #1 contender. Kamau will get yet another chance to face Scott Burns to redeem himself and claim back his European Championship. What a steel cage match.
Yeah, let's not forget the last time that those two faced off. Scott Burns completely wiped the floor with Kamau. Will he have learnt from his mistakes? Or will it be another relatively easy night for Scott Burns after that demonstration against an NEW veteran?
Yeah,
Kamau is ready.
Totally focused here tonight. Got the, completely task orientated and got the job done here against V, the NEW veteran. Kamal's road to redemption I think he knows in his heart that he has not received a beating like the one he received against Scott Burns in E.F.W, and I think that bothers a competitor like Kamal, and he wants vengeance and a rematch for that European Championship. Well, now he gets both.
Well, yeah, he gets it indeed, and we move on with the night. It's a tag team competition. The other two members of E.O.D in action here against Bone and Crazy Hammer.
Yeah, I mean, a very unique team in Bone and Crazy Hammer against the E.O.D, Dallas Rage and Ray Sullivan. Of course, Haku Ross already in action against the Dog, picking up a win earlier tonight. You have to wonder if the champion will be with Sullivan and Rage in this one.
Going to be a good question. I mean, it is Extreme Rules. No tags required. Anything goes. Pinfalls and submissions must happen in the ring.
Well, I'm not expecting to see Haku, I have to admit, in this one here. I mean, an Extreme Rules tag team action is exactly up the E.O.D street. This is their wheelhouse. This is what the E.O.D do.
Well, there's that, and the fact that Haku Ross had one hell of a first match here, may not want to risk any more injury.
Yeah, the Dog's certainly giving him a match and a half tonight. The E.F.W champion took to the very edge of endurance by the man from Memphis in our first match up here tonight. Boom. Somewhat unhealthy obsession with tables has this young man.
Well, has a chance to introduce some in this match.
Undoubtedly, great start to his E.F.W career. 5'10", 240 pounds, from Ghana, West Africa, former sprinter. And no stranger to the extreme, Bone has fit well into the E.F.W mantra. What an attitude this young man has. Already established himself as a firm fan favourite, Erwin. Well, I was about to say he was established himself as a firm fan favourite, but that undoubtedly is a chorus of boos for Bone. That's unexpected.
A bit of a mixed reaction.
A very mixed reaction. Generally very popular young man here on the card in the E.F.W. Well, tonight the fans not rooting for Bone, it seems. Will that bother the young man from Ghana?
Very interesting to hear this for Bone.
There it is again, undoubtedly that mixed reaction. Well, I must admit that has surprised me here tonight, Erwin.
Yeah, I did not expect that. I mean, don't think there's any reason for them to do him, unless I missed something on social media.
Nothing that I've seen. Well, Crazy Hammer, 5'7", 249 pounds, a New Japan Hall of Famer from Tokyo, Japan, the former E.F.W World Heavyweight Champion. That title reign was short and sweet. Hammer claims he has no regrets. Still happy that he got over the much respected veteran here in E.F.W.
Yeah, I mean, it was a shame that his title run was so short, but it proved he's still got what it takes to be a champion.
I mean, he's one of those performers, Owen. He knows there are more days behind than there are in front. Wants to make the most of his time here in E.F.W. Almost certainly will want a title shot again in the future, but knows he has to earn it. Just like everybody else, a victory over the E.O.D would put himself and Bone into prime title contention, in my opinion.
Well, for a second time tonight we hear that music. Signs that the E.O.D are on their way.
Very cool entrance music for a very dangerous team. Ray Sullivan and Dallas Rage.
It does appear that they are coming along.
Sullivan 6'5" and 250, and Dallas Rage 6'4", 290. Sullivan originally from Kingstown, Jamaica. Dallas Rage from San Antonio, Texas. There you see Sullivan, who brought Haku Ross to the E.F.W. His friend and protege now stands as the E.F.W heavyweight champion of the world. Sullivan now has brought Dallas Rage into the mix. The last Angry Texan has been a tremendous addition, the final piece of the puzzle for the EOD.
It certainly seems that way for very extreme individuals in that ring. Extreme tag team match underway. Hammer going straight for Rage. They had a bit of a history.
A backbreaker by Sullivan, hard backbreaker to Bourne, and Rage in there. Sullivan taking control early on. Bourne trying to fight back against the powerhouse Ray Sullivan.
Oh, what a face buster.
Oh,
Crazy Hammer meanwhile in trouble on the outside, fighting back now.
Yeah, Extreme Rules. I think Sullivan there, Rage, Hammer and Bourne. None of these men strangers to Extreme Rule stipulations. It's hard to pick a favourite, but on sheer size and aggression alone, you gotta pick the EOD.
Well, yeah, but when it comes to determination, I think Bourne and Crazy Hammer have a few tricks up their sleeve. Bourne in trouble at the moment, though. Crazy Hammer making quick work of Dallas Rage in the ring.
A hard lariat by Sullivan to Bourne on the outside, and the attack on that wafer fin mat continues. Big suplex by Sullivan. Dallas Rage with a hard lariat strike to Crazy Hammer in this ring. And you have to admit, Erwin, this change of attire and attitude of the EOD has worked wonders. I mean, but I think Sullivan and Rage have both changed their style moderately to a much more power-based attack, and it's done both of them nothing but wonders.
Yeah, it's hard to argue. They do seem to have slightly altered their moveset, if you will. Learn a few new moves, gone for a few older ones, but Crazy Hammer with a huge counter.
All EOD are doing with this much more simpler form of attack is playing to their strengths.
Bourne
their size and strength advantage. What a sledgehammer shot by Bourne to Ray Sullivan. Tough or not, he's going to feel that. Counters Bourne back into the ring. Crazy Hammer trying to pick Rage up by the head, keeping hold of that arm for good measure. Oh my god, what a right hand by Sullivan. Counters by Bourne somehow. Knee breaker.
Hammer beginning to pick up control here.
Yeah, they, as you said, that determination of both Hammer and Bourne.
Sullivan though
shining through. Oh,
could be in trouble here, but Rage is back in.
Yeah, Rage is back in.
Sullivan.
Oh, a bit of miscommunication by Rage, and Sullivan almost damages the EOD's chances. Sullivan recovered well though after taking a double axe handle from his own tag partner to the back. Delivers a hellish spine buster to Crazy Hammer. A quick curt nod to Dallas Rage to apologise to Sullivan, who shrugs it off, but gets a German suplex for his trouble. A hellish German suplex by Bourne. What a counter on Hammer in the backdrop. Goes for a pin against Rage, only gets a one.
Bourne waiting.
Oh, that bridge armbar, Erwin. That submission manoeuvre. What tremendous talk there by Bourne. Will that be enough? Will Rage tap out?
Here, so answering.
Yeah, Sullivan is a mile away here. Dallas Rage holds on, but only just. How close was that?
Two. Went for a DDT, countered into a Northern Light.
Beautiful Northern Light. Sullivan kicks out after one. Rage finally shrugging off Crazy Hammer, goes outside to find something to play with.
But that's left
Ray Sullivan in trouble in the centre of the ring with Bourne. Oh, what a neck breaker. Fireman carry neck. Oh, what a shot with a steel chair right to the gut. Dallas Rage getting rid of the evidence, the damage already done. Misses with that corkscrew forearm. No, enough room to manoeuvre.
Oh, tries it again.
Connects that time. What a shot. What a shot. Corkscrew forearm in midair. 2-0.
Bourne kicking out. Sullivan catching Hammer coming back in the ring.
Sullivan going to the top rope, going for so spectacular moonsault by Ray Sullivan.
Could have it here.
Could be it. The Sullivan special. No! 2.9. Crazy Hammer kicks out. I can't believe it.
Continues. Bone with a leg sweep.
Oh, wait a minute. Single leg Boston by Bone goes for that submission, but Crazy.
I think it's
Ray Sullivan. Yeah, in that.
Oh, powered out.
Ray Sullivan, meanwhile, had Crazy Hammer in that patented GBH neck wrench. Rage finally counters the submission, Bone having to roll out the ring by the sheer power alone.
Only a one.
And now the E.O.D. is stalking Crazy Hammer. Oh, counters the suplex by Rage. Hammer's fighting on his own here. Sullivan getting the way of his tag team partner again here.
Yeah, Rage
blocks the left arm.
Pulled into the way by Crazy Hammer. Oh! Sullivan just holding the head of Crazy Hammer.
And Rage
came flying in.
Rage came flying with that hard shot. I think he's busted the veteran open.
On Sullivan.
I don't think Rage has seen it.
No, Rage
seen it
now. Can't get past Hammer's corpse.
Finally stomping on the chest. Bone nowhere to go.
Body drop. Sullivan is down. Crazy Hammer trying to get to his feet. Bone in big trouble here.
Oh, triple rib breaker to the bone by Dallas Rage. Kick to the stomach there by Crazy Hammer, who is again on his own.
Stuck in there with E.O.D.
Big bell on the belly by Rage.
Hammer on the apron and E.O.D. just taunting.
Yeah, that Ray Sullivan and Dallas Rage standing tall. Oh, right hands. Sullivan having enough of waiting. Directing traffic on that ring apron there.
A lot of distance between them and Bone, who is finally back up. Sullivan realises.
Yeah, going right back on the attack on Bone. Sliding DDT. What a DDT by Ray Sullivan. That could be all.
Oh wait, no, Bone fighting back.
Oh, Bone there, perhaps of an unwise double axe handle to break up the pin. The E.O.D. have started to dissect.
Oh, huge splash.
Bone and Crazy Hammer.
That could be it for Hammer though.
Big body splash, not enough to keep Hammer down. 2.9 again.
Receiving a beating here. Hammer fighting free. Missed with
sidestepped by Rage. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Big power bomb. Big power bomb. Hammer has to roll out the ring. It took it out of Rage. Big back body drop by Sullivan to Bone, and now Hammer and Bone completely at sea here. The E.O.D. have stepped it up a gear. The sheer brutality shown by these two big men. Yeah, this absolute aggression. Oh!
Sullivan caught Rage by accident again.
Oh, planning DDT.
A miscommunication from E.O.D., but they are staying in control here.
Yeah, Sullivan not even faltering a step here.
Oh my god, no.
Oh, dear God.
Rib breaker on the shoulder. Crazy Hammer trying to come back into this.
Yeah, inverted DDT by Hammer to Rage, who missed with a hard left hand.
But again,
the New Japan veteran able to capitalise. How long for? Rage trips over the body of his own tag team partner at the hands of Bone. And all four of these men on the outside. Oh, wait a minute. No, not on the outside. Oh, my God. What a powerbomb by Bone to that wafer thin mat. Sweet Jesus. That could have broken Haku Ross in that. Excuse me, bloody Ray Sullivan in half.
For another one, I think.
No,
lumbar check.
Rage, however, in the centre of the ring with a Rage cutter going for a pin.
Bourne realises.
No, 2.9.
Turner taking a tumble.
Yeah, Bob Turner getting that shot, that double axe handle by Bourne, who is desperate to break up the pin. The referee is down. Sullivan amazingly is back to his feet after 2 power bombs on the outside. Hard shoulder tackle by Crazy Hammer on Rage. Sullivan up, but still woozy.
Going for Bourne on the outside here.
He's not going to forget that power bomb.
Oh, another
big DDT on the outside, cashing a check.
But meanwhile, on the inside, one-winged angel.
Shades of Omega from Crazy Hammer from nowhere. Bourne taking Sullivan down. This could be it. This could be it. It's over. Crazy Hammer and the Bourne have beaten the E.O.D. What a shock here tonight. What a hard-fought affair. Sullivan and Rage looked like they had this one won, but the unorthodox new team of Hammer and Bourne dug deep.
Well, it was brutal.
And were victorious here tonight.
It was ugly. But in the end, Crazy Hammer and Bourne did come out victorious against E.O.D, but what a fight that was.
Yeah, it wasn't a match, it was an all-out war. A tremendous result for Bourne and Crazy Hammer, who were undoubtedly the underdogs coming into this one, and picked up a massive shock against the in-form E.O.D.
Hammer bleeding from under that plaster, of course covering old wounds that have been opened up in this. Just shows how brutal that match was.
Yeah, both Bourne and Crazy Hammer busted up wide open at the hands of E.O.D. The violence not enough.
Well, we have reached
for the equal opportunity destroyers.
Main event. And what a main event it's going to be. The E.F.W. Women's title is on the line in a triple threat match after the result of a 2-2 draw in our Iron Man match to determine the #1 contender.
Yeah, I mean, it's seemingly Tornado and Dondelinger were absolutely determined to both get a slice of the pie. And after their draw in the Iron Women's match, that's exactly what they've got. Riley Patterson could have a long night tonight. The women's champion has to defend against 2 contenders here in a 3-way dance for the E.F.W. Women's Heavyweight Championship in the world. It could be an absolute cracker of a matchup. I mean, Patterson has overcome challenges her entire career, but it's 2 very different styles coming at her tonight in the likes of Tornado and Dondelinger. 1 technician and 1 luchador versus the champion,
and of course,
who's a mixture of both.
In a triple threat situation, the champion does not have to be pinned to lose that championship.
A great point, Erwin. Riley Patterson could lose the E.F.W. Women's Championship, the second time she's held that title, without even being pinned or submitted here tonight. Super Tornado in the biggest match of her E.F.W. career to date. 5'2", 126 pounds from Durango, Mexico, the Looney Luchadores. Looking for her first piece of gold here in E.F.W. Will it be tonight?
Trained by Guillermo Diaz.
What an entrance. Yes, trained by the immortal Guillermo Diaz, of course. Manager of the Gonzalez brothers there. Gabriel's son, Jose Gonzalez, now a member of the E.F.W. locker room after a
Go on, you can say it.
blatantly illegal set of manoeuvres against the newcomer Ryan Radix.
Tornado, possibly the biggest chance of her career here in E.F.W. so far. I believe it's her first title shot.
Yeah, Elizabeth Dondelinger, whose record would say that she's long overdue this title opportunity. 5'10", 150 pounds from Leeds, England. The smash mouth technical style of Elizabeth Dondelinger, trained of course by the immortal William Regal and our own Jeff Collins. Tremendous performer, prepared for any situation. That umbrella more symbolic than anything. Elizabeth Dondelinger has fought and clawed her way for this opportunity. Many would say she's long overdue. And she'll face an old enemy, Riley Patterson, here tonight.
Yeah, I think Elizabeth Dondelinger has had this shot once before, and it was against Riley Patterson. Those odds made a bit tougher here tonight, with Super Tornado being thrown in the mix as well.
Yeah, the wildcard Tornado. Her first ever title opportunity here in E.F.W. Faces a founding block of E.F.W. Riley Patterson, 5'7", 135 pounds. Student valedictorian to Funk U from Wrocław, Poland, a two-time E.F.W. Women's Heavyweight Champion. This is her second run with the belt. Knows this could be her biggest challenge today in terms of keeping it. The former women's boxing champion, mixed martial artist Riley Patterson. Double A tough. Certainly one of the most improved ladies on the E.F.W. roster, Erwin.
No doubt prepared for this match here tonight, but as you say, it is probably the toughest defense she's had. Two other women in that ring, and again, she does not have to be pinned or made to submit to lose her championship here tonight.
Bob Turner, who's already had a busy night himself, holds that E.F.W. Women's Heavyweight Championship above his head. Tornado looking focused. Dondelinger looking supremely confident. Patterson checking her pads, and here we go.
Can she remain the women's champion?
Sunset flip, great start there by Tornado. Hurricane Run there by the Luchadores.
Using her speed to start this one off.
Shots and pops there. Oh, the sling blade to Dondelinger. Great start by Tornado.
Yeah, seems to already have Dondelinger rocked.
Sweeping Patterson off the middle rope.
Flip Uranagi.
Who's trying to summon up some support from the E.F.W. faithful. Drop toe hold. Shades of Patterson's mentor there, Terry Funk. Goes for that leg lock early on, that submission manoeuvre. Patterson judging that not enough damage had been done on Tornado to break up the submission. Lets it happen.
Standing moonsault.
Tremendous athleticism there by Riley Patterson, trying to focus on the luchador. Going to the top rope, stopped in her tracks there by Dondelinger.
Almost forgetting about Dondelinger, which may not be a wise idea.
From the top.
Rolling Samoan drop.
Tremendous athleticism by Dondelinger there. From that middle rope. That rolling Samoan drop.
And
taking out Patterson, and again to Tornado on the canvas this time. Both ladies suffering at the hands from the pure striker Elizabeth Dondelinger.
It's just stolen this match right now.
Middle rope, misses with the elbow. Rolled out the way, Tornado. Still in trouble in the corner. Patterson back into the ring, gets a big elbow to her head, right for her trouble. Counters a suplex. Kick to the gut, DDT by the champion.
Riley Patterson was picking up a head of steam, but stopped once more by Dondelinger.
Great counter.
Press.
Great counter by Elizabeth Dondelinger, a jawbreaker into a Lufez. Tremendous dual counter there by Elizabeth Dondelinger, going for that patented GBH neck wrench. Turner's there. That vicious neck strain, demobilising the champion.
Going for Tornado, who got to her feet, was catching her breath in that corner.
Well, she can't breathe, she can't fight. That guillotine will not have helped matters. Finally goes back to the pin on the champion. Too much time wasted, not even a 2.
Needs to go back to work on Patterson here.
Patterson rolling out the way, that hard right to the stomach of Dondelinger. Big suplex.
I think Almost a brain buster there, going for a pin.
Not even a one.
Dondelinger has fought long and hard to get back to this position.
He ain't gonna go easy. Oh, the senton. The senton 450. Rocking Tornado, but in the wrong position was Dondelinger. That was a miscalculation by the champion. Give Tornado a chance to capitalise. What a hard lariat. Great response by Patterson. What a recovery.
Champion only one left in the ring as Tornado teeters on the apron.
That's what makes Riley Patterson such a good E.F.W Women's Champion. Her ability to recover.
And this crowd loving it.
Cheering on Patterson, a firm fan favourite here, who responds to the cheers of the E.F.W faithful. The compound on their feet, expectant for craziness. Oh God, no, springboard, crossbody, oh, missed. Sweet Jesus.
Tornado just that little bit too fast.
Sidesteps the springboard, crossbody, Patterson hits nothing but mat.
And now the competitors go at one another. Patterson though surprisingly back in fast.
Absorbing the pain. Ducks the crossbody, Tornado taking out Dondelinger from the top rope. Hits the corner herself after a counter by Patterson.
Oh.
Big boot right to the face of the champion.
Tornado now.
Tornado might now have the edge.
Oh no. Reversal from Patterson this time.
Oh my God.
Kick.
Roundhouse kick right to the head.
Straight back on Dondelinger.
Oh, counters the suplex, left for too long in the air. Dondelinger managing to wriggle out of it. Backdrop, no messing around there.
Yeah, beautiful counter.
Oh, what a chop. What a chop. From the mat master, Elizabeth Dondelinger going for a pin. Is that enough? Double axe handle breaks up the count. That I didn't see Patterson raise her shoulder there. I think that would have been all.
Yeah, may have been stunned by that.
Oh, big powerbomb by Dondelinger. Almost like a razor's edge there to Tornado right in the corner. Pulls her away from the ropes. Patterson still clearly stunned by that chop.
Yeah, still down.
Fireman carry counter by Tornado. Champion's back on the feet. Again tries to fire up the crowd, but needs to focus on their opponents here. Tornado and Dondelinger kicking 7 bells out of each other.
Finally Patterson getting back into it.
Oh, what a neck breaker by Patterson.
But Tornado realising.
Explosive Hurricane Rana by Tornado, who's had the speed edge in this one from the very beginning. Patterson trying to utilise an advantage there. Tornado stopping that one emphatically.
Oh.
Not even a 2. Not even a 2 by Tornado. Plenty of fire left in all 3 of these ladies. Middle rope from Tornado. Misses with the elbow. Sidestep beautifully by the champion. Dondelinger's back to her feet on the outside. Oh,
Charging in.
interrupts Tornado, who had Patterson in the corner. Who now goes right back. Oh, what a kick right to the arm by Patterson, a little orthodox style of the champion.
Yeah, an arm wrench Pele kick there doing the job.
Hurricane Rana.
Tornado flying out of the corner, gets a knee.
Fireman carry. I think the only thing that Tornado could muster after such a right hand by the champion. Kick to the gut. Needs this to connect.
Sunset flip powerbomb.
Tremendous sunset flip powerbomb by Super Tornado, but Dondelinger is back up.
Oh.
Not for long, what a colour. Goes to the pin, Turner's down. Could have a new champion. No! Strong 2. Elizabeth Dondelinger survives. Riley Patterson is out.
Tornado looking strong in this match here.
Inverted brainbuster pulls Patterson away, who has not moved. Turner's there. No! Patterson knew she had to get her shoulders up and she did. 1.9. Sidesteps the drop kick almost by instinct.
Went to scoop up Tornado, but counterbalanced again. Reverse DDT.
Tremendous reverse DDT by Tornado. Could be enough to stun Patterson. No!
Dominic was a long way away from that pin there.
Very close to a new champion. Dropkick to the spine by Tornado. Dondelinger back on the attack. In the corner she goes. What a snake eyes.
Tornado.
Will not be tonight. Fighting back, showing a bit of insolence there. Wow.
Another rolling Samoan drop.
Yeah, Elizabeth Dondelinger not taking too kindly to being shoved by Tornado, going back to picking off the champion, not even the two. Patterson still clearly got some element of fight left in her. But look at the exhaustion of Riley Patterson.
Going for another pin. Oh, using the ropes.
Oh, wait a minute, no! Dondelinger, no!
Turner
hasn't seen it. Breached out after two. How close was that? Patterson furious.
Oh, very furious.
My God, what a lariat. Hurricane Rider by Tornado.
Inside out, but Tornado was right there.
Yeah, Tornado was right there after that huge lariat by Patterson to Dondelinger. Can Tornado pick her off? No!
A second away from a new E.F.W Women's Champion.
Half a second away. Misses with a chop of her own. Tornado sidestepped it. Champion's nowhere to be seen. Club to the back by Tornado. Lufes press by Dondelinger. Fell to her knee. Exhausted by the high intensity of this matchup. Two again.
I thought we had a new champion.
I thought that Lufes press was enough. Champion finally back into the ring. Ran into the corner by Dondelinger. Which lady has more gas left in the tank? Middle rope.
Oh, fist drop.
Fist drop. Shades of Jerry Lawler there. Going for the pin.
Could very well do it.
Could it do it? Could it do it? Yes!
Elizabeth Dondelinger is the new E.F.W Women's Champion.
Elizabeth Dondelinger from the middle rope with that flying fist drop. Shades of Jerry the King Lawler. Finally put down Patterson. The golden fist of fury was enough.
After 28 days of holding that belt this time around, Riley Patterson dethroned after a brutal matchup.
Well, the reign begins for the Mat Master, Elizabeth Dondelinger, the lady from Leeds with her first ever E.F.W Women's Heavyweight Championship. Well earned. Well fought. Elizabeth Dondelinger getting a raucous reaction from the compound faithful. What a destruction.
What a destruction indeed, and of course, bringing an end to destruction can mean only one thing. Riot 11 this Sunday, midnight BST. Do not miss it. It's going to be a spectacle. All 7 NEW titles on the line.
Hoping to grab as much as Riot as possible. It should be a great night. Thank you once again for joining us. Good night.
Good night.